Hey, you're watching Half Asian Tarot Queen. I am Elisa. I've been on a reading roll. So I'm just going to start with the split. Okay, so when we did the split, we got Justice and the Eight of Swords. So this is interesting because there's been a lot about justice being served. There was a reading that I just did and it was like, justice is served and opens up possibilities, something like this that I'll post up here. But it's almost like this person is like paralyzed by the choices, or like they can't see them, or they're just like maybe so used to being in this oppressive situation that they're like, it's like they need to open their eyes so that they can see the possibilities that are there, but they're there. Just can't see them. What I just thought of is that movie Vanilla Sky, and they kept saying like, open your eyes, you know. That just came to me. So oh my gosh, I mean, they're clearly, you know, when I looked underneath this Eight of Swords, you know, it's like on the horizon you can see that there's a bunch of stuff that kind of needs to end, that's not super I mean, we've got the Ten of Swords here, we've got the Devil, you know, like we need to draw boundaries around this these hidden forces, you know. Obviously there's like a reason for this. I mean, it's not just like unfounded. Let's see what I look under the Justice we have. Okay, so when we looked under the Justice, it's like, but there's opportunities here that can like elevate someone out of this morass so that they can like put all of this down, you know. And so the point is that like you need to open your eyes so that you can see them. Like I was watching this this just came to me, but I was watching this, like Tony Robbins is doing this Become Unshakable like seminar this week, and it's like this free seminar that he's doing. And yesterday he was talking about like the 5 stages of grief and how everyone's going through grief right now because, you know, the times that we're in are really hard and we're kind of in like a winter season. And he was saying that he thinks there's actually like a sixth stage that comes after the 5th stage, which is called creativity, where people like see how to like lift themselves up out of it. And that's when like really great like inspirations come to people, and it's this beautiful thing. So that's kind of what I'm getting. It's just like there's, you know, justice is being served, but like if you really want to sort of like harness the gift of this experience, you need to open your eyes because it's there. But you have to be on the right channel to see it. Okay, so I just went to, I'm going to the Crystal Spirits, which is another, I'm on my Colette Baron Reid kick. Once I started doing this, I realized I actually have a lot more Colette Baron Reid decks than I even realized. I've kind of got decks sprawled around and I need to organize them. But yeah, because I found one under my dresser and I'm like, oh my gosh, like there's even more than I thought. Okay, so we got this one flipped out, Malachite, and it's clarity of thought and emotions, the right use of intellect, integrating thoughts and intuition. So yeah, like it's interesting because, I mean, I feel like this is kind of like an open your eyes. It's just sort of like there's this inspiration. It's almost like this is the message like of like what I was just saying, like open your eyes. And then at the bottom of the deck we had Pyrite. Okay. Pyrite. Inherent value, knowing your worth, self-appreciation, genuine abundance, and prosperity within. So this came up in a reading like a week or kind of recently, and I don't remember which reading it was, but it was like the Wizard of Oz, you know, at the end when she clicks her heels together and she's like, there's no place like home. Like, she realizes that the power was within her all along. And like, that's, I think, kind of akin to the whole, you know, it's things happen and we can be disappointed and process our grief about all that's been lost. But like, if you just kind of expect things to change, like, they're not going to. Like, the change has to come from within you. I mean, it's disappointing that these things happen, you know, but if you wait around expecting for things to change, like, you're going to be waiting forever. So I think this like really strong message that's coming through is like, you have to open your eyes and like lift your own self up out of it and see things from a different perspective in order to harness the gift, you know. Okay, so I'm going to go to the Prism Oracle and see what we get here. Oops. Okay, this just flipped out, so I think we'll take it. So that's space. It's displaying the ether. All right, let's see what else comes out. I like this deck. It's like really good for shuffling, but it's like it's got this really shiny side. Oh my gosh, this is so wild. So this flipped out, and this was at the bottom of the deck, and like I put it back in and it came out again. So that's clearly a message. And then we have like confidence at the bottom. So like what I'm getting is, you know, obviously the situation that we're like trying to ascend from, it's like, we're angry, you know, like, it's like, this sucks. Like, why did this happen to me? Like, why do I have to deal with this, you know? And the thing about anger is, like, it can be a productive emotion if channeled appropriately, because it's just sort of like, if you use it in a destructive way, I mean, that's not the right way, because it's just going to bring bad karma on you. But like, if you use it to like drive your way forward, you know, as if you use it as like the passion to like move through a situation, that's the best way to use it. So it's just sort of like, it's almost like the last reading I did was, it might not have been the last one, but there was a recent one, and it was all about like self-care and like healing and like giving yourself this moment. And like, you know, there's been a lot about like being in the woodshed, working on your stuff, because there's all this drama happening around. You know, there was a reading like last week, and it was like about how like moving forward and the chaos is gonna fall away. There's like all this crap all around in the environment we need to like move through. So, and that can be really hard to have clarity about, you know? So it's just like, we need to like give ourselves the space to have the clarity about how we need to like move forward. And then once we have the clarity, we need to channel this anger productively towards moving forward. And we need to be confident that we're going to move out of this. So it's kind of like a 3-part equation, you know? It's just like, take the moment for self-care, for healing, and for clarity about like your vision. And then, you know, channel that anger productively, like not on like getting revenge or, you know, taking it out on other people. Like that just kind of like comes back to you in a negative way. But if you can channel that as like a force to drive your way forward, be confident instead of sort of like overwhelmed and broken down by the circumstance, like that is really the most productive way to use your energy. Yeah, because the readings that I've been doing that have been like, take a moment for yourself, like stay in the woodshed, like don't get embroiled in the drama because it's not a productive use of your energy. And it's just like, so like once the clarity comes, all the energy that you saved by not engaging in the drama is going to have to be used to like push forward. You know, it's up to you. Like, it's not up to anybody else. Like, no one's coming to save you. Like, you need to do it yourself. And you need to have the confidence that you can. So, this is a really interesting message. It's like justice is here, but you have to go out and you have to take it. Like, you need to take it. Like, it's here for you, but it's not just gonna fall in your lap. Like, you have to go out and get it, you know? Okay, so I'm going to the Curious Creatures Tarot and get some like on the ground perspective. This is interesting. Wow. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have, oh my gosh, we have the Eight of Swords again. This is like a really important message because obviously there's like anxiety and stress in the, you know, it's clearly here, you know, so it's all about channeling that in the most effective way. Because you can really, your energy can really get dispersed if it's not, you know? So we have the Page of Pentacles. So there's this new opportunity here, like a tangible new opportunity, like this shiny new penny. It's right here. And that is going to lead to a profound change. This opportunity, it's like there is a way forward. If you take your blindfold off, you'll see that there is a path, you know? And when you take it, it's going to bring this reckoning. It's up to you. Like, it's not going to come to you. Like, you have to go out and get it. And obviously this is a super stressful situation. But it's just like breaking it down into like bite-sized pieces. Take the time, work on yourself, get the clarity, and then move forward with precision and confidence. That's what's gonna break through the barrier. Like, this is what's gonna lead to the breakthrough, which is so crazy because actually, now that I mention it, the whole Tony Robbins thing is all about getting you ready for your breakthrough, to have a breakthrough this year. So, yeah, I think it's going on for the next 4 days. So it might still be on by the time this gets posted. But yeah, like, I think this year is one of those years where everyone's going to have to like break through all the noise because that's what's going to have to happen. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Okay, so I'm going to the Work Your Light for a final message, and it's like so crazy. So we got Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Like, this new world it's unfolding, like it's happening now in real time, you know. And I have trust the niggle. Like, what is the niggle trying to tell you? Look at that. So yeah, it's like, take the time, listen, because the answers are all here. This is what we're bringing forward. And like, the time is now. Like, it's happening. It's already in progress. I'm just going to do one more split and see if I get one more thing. Okay. Yeah, this is really interesting. So we got deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. So yeah, this is like, there's so much flux and change happening right now that it's really a time to like, sort of like, in a way, like be off the grid, because you can really get caught up in all this noise and like all of your energy just is going to get dispersed, you know? Like, it's really a moment to just like be focused and really take a moment for yourself to replenish yourself, because when things open up and when you get the sign, when you get the clarity, it's like we need to move forward with confidence. And like, that's what's gonna break through the barriers. So it's like, the moment isn't here yet, but it's clearly coming down the pipe. So like, this is a moment to just sort of like get ready. Like, it's gonna happen and it's not too far off. So it's just sort of, the message is sort of like, okay, here it is. We broke it down for you. These are your steps. Get ready. I'm reading like, actually a few days ago, and it was something like getting ready for when the moment is right, or something like that. And like, I think this is kind of more along the lines of that message too, because it's like there's all these messages that all this stuff is shifting, you know, it's clearly happening, and this is like the most efficient way to move through it. It's like, not to get embroiled in all the drama and flux that's happening, but to like really gather your strength and energy and focus, because there's a breakthrough that's about to unwind. So I think it's an important message. I'll be back soon with more.